Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today on Round Glass Living to experience mindfulness. I'm Vishvapani, and in today's practice, we're going to be exploring connection. We're going to be connecting more deeply with ourselves, with other people, and with what's happening in the world. And there's a lot happening in the world. You've probably been following the news and affected by that, as I have been affected. And it raises the question, what can I do? What can I offer? Is it enough to meditate, to send prayers? Does that make any difference? What can I do? It's an important question. And one reference point for me is a retreat that I did at Auschwitz concentration camp with a Zen Buddhist teacher called Roshi Bernie Glassman, who, like me, was from a Jewish background but had become a Buddhist teacher. And of course, it raises the question, what on earth am I doing here? What good does this do? And Bernie Glassman's answer was threefold. The first point is to start by not knowing, to leave those questions about what can I do? What can I do in the face of suffering? What can I do in the face of evil? What can I do in the face of hatred and injustice? What can I do? To leave that as a question to which we don't have an easy answer. Secondly, we bear witness. We bring the fullness of our awareness, our presence, our attention. Rather than turning away, we turn towards the truth of what's happening. And we do that with an open, compassionate heart. And thirdly, and this can only be a matter of faith, some kind of compassionate and wise response will emerge or may emerge from that. So the point of this approach is that we don't jump ahead to the end of the process with a solution. We know what to do. We start with something that feels much more real, which is not knowing. So we'll be doing that in the practice today and exploring the process through connection. Let's get into the practice now. And we'll start with ourselves by connecting with our bodies and with our present moment experience. So find a way to sit. I invite you to find a way to sit that feels solid, sturdy. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your body grounded on the chair or wherever you're sitting. Let your body become upright, alert, open. Let your chest be open, the heart open. Soft eyes, softening all around the eyes. Soft cheeks. So settling into this stable, dignified posture. And connecting firstly with the body. So just feeling the body resting on the floor. Feel the weight drawing your body down. And noticing what's there in our experience of the body, from your head to your feet. Perhaps just scanning through the body, scanning up from the feet through the legs and the torso and the arms, the back, chest, all the way up to your neck and your head. And then scanning back down from the head, back down through the body, through the torso, down the spine, the tummy, the groin, the legs, the feet. And breathe, taking a deeper breath. Fully present. Noticing the pulls on our mind. Of course, there are thoughts, probably about the things we've been doing or we've been thinking about. Tug, tug. Feeling the tug, but not going with it. Just staying here. Breathing. Allowing space to really connect with the whole of our experience in this moment. The thoughts, the feelings or emotions, that are present for us right now. The space in which we sit. Connected, present, grounded. Just have some space. Bring to mind the people in our lives. Spouses or partners. Parents or children. And just feeling our connection with them. Connections that include many pleasures and some difficulties. Always difficulties. With all of the people in our life, everyone with whom we're connected, because they're our friends, our colleagues, our neighbours, people around us. So many connections in our lives. Some pleasant, some neutral, some unpleasant. So feel that connectedness, feel it in the body, in the heart. Extending further beyond our locality, our country, to the whole world. All of us connected to each other, you and me, connected to 8 billion other people in this global village, the human race. People all around, in every country, and where there's connection, there's sometimes conflict. If you like, if this is what you want to do right now, just allow space for whatever images, whatever sense of conflict may have impacted you over the last few days. And you really don't have to do this if that's not what you want to do right now. and sensing that beyond the screen, beyond the image, beyond the news cycle and the reporting, are people. People of all ages, sexes, people who are suffering, afraid, and people who are causing the suffering, who are the agents of fear, but still people. Let's just hold that thought. In our hearts, that painful reality. And we bear witness. We witness the suffering of others so that it is not ignored or forgotten or concealed. And the difficult truth that our fellow human beings, our brothers and sisters, are themselves agents of suffering. Caught in that cycle, even the leaders. We bear witness. And we don't know what to do. We don't know how we can respond. And perhaps that feels painful, uncomfortable, difficult. What happens as we bear witness? Is there some deeper part of ourselves? Beneath the news, beneath the comment and the strategies, beneath our ideas of right and wrong, is there a deeper part that knows something? Bearing witness, feeling connected, not knowing, and allowing space for a deeper, wiser, more compassionate response. It's going to offer a mantra, a symbol of compassion. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swaha. 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 Take a deep breath. Let it all go. And just making a transition. Maybe rolling your shoulders, squeezing your hands, coming back if you feel ready. And there's some questions. So, is this practice about feeling the connections around us and bearing witness more than asking, what can I do? How can I help? I think those are good questions. What can I do? And how can I help? They're really important questions to ask. But we may not be ready to answer them just yet. An answer can come from quite a superficial level of our experience. I'm going to sign an online petition. I'm going, nothing wrong with any of those things, but the danger is that they give us the feeling of making a difference without actually making a difference. And so what that practice is about is holding off the process of responding. So we don't go with our immediate, our surface response, which might be leaping into action. It might, conversely, be what Buddhism calls horrified anxiety, a state of sort of being frozen and anxious. And so there's a faith in this practice that if we go deeper, something will come. It's not simply being quiet and refusing to act and being very peaceful and meditative and la-di-da-di-da, because that also doesn't in itself make a difference. It's the faith that we may find a response, and who knows what that will look like. And don't want to give you an answer to the question. You know, in the Zen tradition, you have these things called koans. They're sort of unanswerable questions or riddles, and you just sit with them. So it's quite a weighty set of thoughts, I know. And I'm going to leave you with the words of James Baldwin, the great James Baldwin, the great Black American writer, from his poem, For Nothing is Fixed. Just listen to these words. The earth is always shifting. The light is always changing. The sea does not cease to grind down rock. Generations do not cease to be born, and we are responsible to them because we are the only witnesses they have. The sea rises. The light fails. Lovers cling to each other, and children cling to us. The moment we cease to hold each other, the moment we break faith with one another, the sea engulfs us and the light goes out. So thank you so much for sharing this time. You're very welcome to continue to explore your meditation practice with us here at Round Glass Living. This is important time. Meditation is a special time that can so easily get squeezed out. Follow our daily live meditations. Have a great day and stay connected.